Are we quitting YouTube? Hello, beautiful people. Welcome to C2L. I'm Tommy Day.
I'm Kalpa.
And this is Chennai to Lagos.
Welcome.
It feels like this has been such a while.
Yeah, we've not sat like this in a while.
And it takes us back to like our beginning days. But we're so happy to be back and finally have a conversation. It feels like for the last, probably a year plus, our content has evolved into more of storytelling.
Yes.
And we don't really do these sit downs. And so much has been happening, that even though you might watch our content, it's very easy to get disconnected from really where we are. So this is just a way to kind of circle back and let you guys know what's been happening by answering some of the questions you sent our way on Instagram.
Yes.
Are you ready to dive into
Let's
this?
go.
So the very first thing that a lot of people really want to know is, are we quitting YouTube?
No, we're not.
We're not quitting YouTube, guys.
Yeah, we're not.
In fact,
we're here.
Yeah, we're here. In fact, we're actually just, in some strange way, only getting started. And we're going to tell you guys a lot about that at the end of the video. So make sure you stay to the end. And while you're at it, please like, subscribe. A lot of you guys watch but aren't subscribed. Like, subscribe, so you actually get to see what we have coming. But I think really why that comes up is a lot of people have been asking, why aren't we consistent? A lot of questions about, you guys post twice or post at least more times. Or...
Yeah, there's just been a lot that's been happening. Good things, but it's been keeping us really busy and finding like pockets of time to shoot a video and having extended time to edit a video. It's a lot of work. So that's kind of where we've been falling short, I would say. So in my case, I'm still doing my master's and towards the tail end of it, which only makes it even more work, to be honest, because you're writing a lot more papers. And then also there's the work that I do outside of content. And what about you?
Yeah, I think it's really just all these things together. And our content has evolved. It's not just really this sitting stuff. It's like a lot more storytelling in some videos and stuff. So the process for it takes a bit longer. And I think also just all these factors together have kind of made things slow down. And I think we'll just bring this up that for anyone who might want to be on a journey like this, YouTube, and not just YouTube, but being a content creator, especially the way we want to do it, it's a full-time job. That means that the way you think about content is completely different. Like you're giving it 110%, which is really what we are on a journey towards doing. But yeah, I think that's really been it. But I think we're in a better place right now, kind of learning how to balance certain things. Some stuff we're still figuring out
A lot.
But we are going to do our best to be here
Yeah.
every week.
Yeah.
That's the goal. That's
We
honestly
hear
the
you.
goal. We hear you guys,
When
man.
you say post more, we hear you, and we genuinely feel so bad that we can't. It's not like that we don't want to post more. Like if we had everything in place, we would even be posting like, every
Even twice
a week. That would be amazing.
And that's the goal. That's the goal. So you guys know. So
Yeah.
we're very 100% committed to this journey.
And then one more factor is that we have a baby. We have a toddler, actually, not even
and that's
a
a
baby.
full-time job as well.
That is actually the full-time
That's
job.
the full-time job.
So as much as he's a lovely, easygoing child, he requires our attention all through, from when he wakes up to going to bed. We don't have a nanny, so it's all us most days, So I think when all that is put together, we just miss a week here, miss a week there, and then we look back and we're like, oh my gosh, we missed 3 weeks. Yeah.
So yeah, guys, I think that really explains it, but it's not an excuse. As we said, we want to be here. So we are doing everything we can, putting things in place, and by God's grace, you'll be seeing us every single week. Make sure you follow our Instagram, make sure you follow our TikTok, because short form has become like this really easy thing to do.
We can churn it a bit faster.
Yeah, and it's been a great way of also just doing things we wouldn't normally do on the channel. So make sure you follow our Instagram, make sure you follow our TikTok to see those things, because we actually are quite, in some sense, consistent. It's just really not on YouTube in the long format space.
Yes.
Yeah, but you guys will see us a lot more.
One of the many questions we get is, when are you coming to Chennai? When are you coming to Nigeria or Lagos?
Soon. It has been a goal since we started this channel to go from Chennai to Lagos.
Yeah.
So soon we'll talk to you guys about that when that time comes. We did go to Chennai before our son was born.
Yeah.
We haven't been to Nigeria together as a family, so those are things that we look forward to doing. And if your company, business, or agency that finds the idea of going from Chennai to Lagos very interesting, hit us up at chennai-to-lagos@gmail.com so we can talk. Maybe you could be the one to, make it happen a bit faster. But yeah, we will be there soon.
This is an interesting one. Which citizenship did you choose for Aryan? Since India doesn't allow multiple. That's true. Yeah.
We are still figuring a lot of these things out. Unfortunately, there's no benchmark where you can see, oh yeah, this is how it is when you are, in
Interracial.
Exactly. The goal is to make sure that, he has Nigerian citizenship, Indian citizenship, and I know that those two things are conflicting. So it's like, what is the best way? India has the OCI card, Nigeria has dual citizenship. So still navigating all of those things, but yeah, I think when we finalize a few of those things down the line, we can maybe have another conversation for anyone who is interested.
And for those of you wondering why not Kenya, since he was born in Kenya, he doesn't qualify because Kenya does not allow citizenship by birth. Naturalization is not allowed.
Yeah.
So one of the parents have to be Kenyan, which we're not.
Yeah.
So that's why it's India, Nigeria as two options.
Precisely. Next question is, what was Aryan's first word?
Amma. Yep, I'm his whole world. Yes, baby.
He's a mama's boy. It's beautiful, but I'm like, man, I'm here as well, bro. He says ama.
Yeah.
He says mama. He says basically mom in every freaking language.
Yeah, but also funny thing, he calls Tom mama sometimes.
Yeah. But then when I'm not around, he says dada.
Yeah.
So I think he knows what he's doing, but he's such a mama's boy. He loves his mom so much. Yeah, so mama was his first word.
What tradition or routine have you created as a family together?
I think Kalpa has been such an amazing force of wisdom in helping us get our sleeping schedule with him right. Because from the beginning, we've had this sleep routine. So, our son sleeps very, very well. So as he's gotten a bit older, one of the things we try and do now is kind of ease him into the process of knowing it's time to go to bed.
Yeah. So he doesn't feel
it's not too abrupt, right? So we've been doing this beautiful prayer time in the evening where after we've changed him, Kalpa will be like, let's pray, and automatically just yawns. And then we bring him and then we do a little prayer with him, and we're able to also just speak really beautiful things into his life during that moment. And then take him to bed. So.
And he knows it's very serious because he'll keep his hands like this, and then he'll look at us like this, or he'll come and kiss me during that time because my eyes would be closed, but he wouldn't try to go and play. He knows that time you have to sit with your mom or dad, and then they'll pray for you.
And it's beautiful because Kalpa usually does these prayers from his own perspective. So it's so cute. So
I'll say, thank you God because I had a fun time swimming today. So I would pray if he were to pray for himself.
It's so cute. I think it's actually one of my favorite times of the day. Just because I know that everything that has happened in the day, Kalpa will bring it into the conversation. And Aryan is just there like this. And at times he talks as we're praying. But I would say that's our little routine right now that feels really our own thing right now.
Yeah. Hardest thing in interracial marriage, which languages do you guys speak to the baby?
To be honest, I think the interracial bit is not even an issue. I think it's just, you're just a man and woman. It's like every other relationship, right? I think the challenges really come from the cultural part. I would say the interracial bit is really just more of very subtle things which are more tied to
where you're
from, appearance, this and that, and maybe at times, depending on where you are in the world, the quote unquote judgment that comes from being in those kind of relationships. But I think where we're at, that has never been an issue. So there's nothing that has been hard about it. I don't even see, the funny thing is I can be with her, I don't see you're Indian, and I see someone, I'm like, oh my gosh, they're Indian, and I forget, oh my
God. Then he'll be like, he'll ask me what part of India are they from?
But so with her, I don't even see that. So I don't think there's really anything that's been hard from that point of view.
What languages do you speak to the baby? We are like a pot of so many languages in this house.
Yeah.
So I speak Tamil, but occasionally I do talk to him in English.
Yeah.
Also because I talk to Tom in English.
And I speak to him in English because also I speak to her in English. So I think his bearing of English comes from me most times. His bearing of Tamil comes from his mom.
Yeah.
And then now through content and things that we watch, and then his grandparents, the Yoruba element.
Yes, and living in Kenya, inevitably he hears Swahili from, our estate and everything. So he's hearing a lot of words.
Yeah.
But I think he understands Tamil very well.
So well.
Yeah, especially when I give him instructions, he gets it.
So well.
Yeah. So he's a multicultural.
He is. He's like
multilingual.
A walking Duolingo.
Yes. He's a multilingual baby.
Yeah.
Minaishi Kenya for good. Labda. To pay citizenship, please.
Kenya is where we met. Kenya is our home. It's where we've given birth to our child. It's where
we love Kenya.
Our family is. It's where our friends are. Kenya is a part of our story, and as a result, it's such a beautiful thing because it's like a neutral ground for us, even from a cultural point of view. So Kenya will always be a part of our story.
Yeah.
The for good part, we definitely, we don't have any plans on going unless you're chasing us, right? We don't have any plans on leaving. This is really where we're being based. But again, you never know what the future holds. You never know what God has in plan. So I think having a child makes you start realizing you need to keep an open mind on certain things. But we are here. This is home.
Right now we are here. We love it.
Yeah, we'll be here for a while, guys. Don't worry, we'll be here for a while. What's a really happy moment recently?
Every day has so many happy moments, but something notable that happened recently is we took Aryan out to see his uncle DJ, to see DJ. So it was his first outing to see, to be in a crowded place with the music, and then seeing his uncle up front, being the star. So we had maybe headphones on him to, protect him from the noise levels. And it was such a fun day. It was so wholesome. He was waving at all of them.
And shouting at him from far.
He couldn't hear anything. But it was a really cute moment. Also for us to realize we can actually do this now.
Yes. Yeah.
How's parenting working for you guys? How's the little one doing?
So to answer this question, as we said at the beginning of the video, we do have a surprise for you guys. One of the things that we have wanted to do is kind of bring back this format of sitting down. So to answer your question, it's been amazing. It has so much in it, so much we want to talk about, but so much that we can't do in the structure of our channel as is, which is why, guys, drum roll, we are officially launching our membership channel. Now, we've had this for a bit. It's been in our description, and people have joined the journey.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Even though nothing has really been happening, but one of the things we felt we can now do, in this phase, we want to be a lot more present with content. And one of the things that involves is making sure we can put a lot more into it, and even probably get to a point where we can outsource certain things. So we are trying to make this thing, we're treating this thing like a full-time job now. And the membership is one of those ways that would allow, you guys to support us in the process, and so we can put certain things in place in the long run. And so we will be talking a lot more about these things. And in our very first membership channel video, we have talked about this first year of parenting. So if you're interested in that in depth, beyond just, paragraph answers, and you want to kind of get an understanding of how have things been, make sure you click that and subscribe to that. And we'll be doing that quite often, at least a video a month like that, where we can just unpack certain things with you guys, let us know what's happening. I don't have the pressure of trying to create content for the algorithm in some sense. We can just sit down like this and just talk personal, not even have to focus on certain things. And so if you're interested in that and you want to support this channel, make sure you check that out. That brings us to the end. But before we wrap up, we want to let you guys know another great thing that has happened. There's more. So if you've been on this journey with us on this channel, you've seen how our content has evolved. We started with these sit downs, and this was really our thing, which is why now we're bringing this to the membership so that can be there a lot more. But we've gone into this storytelling and this cultural exchanges, which is obviously the foundation of the channel. But one thing that we've not had a chance to do as much, even though we've done a few videos, is reacting. We realize that reacting to stuff is actually an essential part of the cultural exchange, and it's great to document it. The problem is when you start doing it, it can saturate your channel, right? And that's all it becomes. So because of that, we have officially launched C2L Reacts. C2L Reacts, guys, yes. This is going to be a channel where we are purely doing reactions, but it's also a great way to interact with you guys and for you guys to give us your suggestions on things that you want us to react to from a cultural point of view. So we'll be reacting to Indian stuff, music, movies, scenes, and a bunch of other things from Nigeria and also other cultures. Like, you guys will determine where you want this thing to go. And we have done our first video, so make sure you go and check it over here. Check it over here. Run right now. Subscribe. Let's get that channel growing as well, so we can also build a community around the reaction. But guys, we're not going anywhere. This is what we want to do. This is a path we've chosen. For us, starting this channel was not really like, oh my god, let's start a YouTube channel. It was really more of like a divine instruction, and I think we're answering the call. We're answering the call, so we're gonna make this thing work, do as much as we can, and you'll be seeing us a lot.
Thank you for supporting us.
Thank you.
This far,
Thank you.
Reaching out to us, asking us to post. Yeah, even just the videos we've done so far. Thank you for watching, commenting, means a lot to us. So yes, can't wait to grow together.
Yes. We love you guys. Mwah. Like, subscribe, check out the membership, subscribe to Reacts, and see you guys soon. God bless.
Bye-bye.
Mwah. Bye.
What's that sound?
It's a wasp up there.
Okay. Sorry.
Yeah. And no, as we said, we are just getting beginning. We are just
We're just getting beginning.
Oops.